It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. Don't really need down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're running it. Kill, kill, kill. Real. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Mayfield on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Check three. Kill. Hey. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Mike 55.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check 55, Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Good sock, baby. That's a baby sock.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. back right around the 48-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Good set. To the team.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 29, Watson. They will find Davis. That's complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Uncorks one for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
180. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, let's go.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Good. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you, punk. Mike's 50. Alert. 54. Come to my world. We want it.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Hey, alert 33.
Hey, 1-7. Check, Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check the outs, check the outs. Right there, 54, right there. 54.
From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check, crunch.
Here's Mayfield. And brought in by the tight end Cook. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off at his own 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Taco, 61, matchbox, white.
1st down, Mayfield. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. 2 minutes to play, first half, it's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39.
First and 10.
On first and 10, Mayfield. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Point it right.
That's another Chargers first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Come on. 54 is Mike. Check.
Mayfield now. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Miles Jack with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Let's go, Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, tight. Mike 42.
After the sack on first down, Watson lets it go for Nelson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On first down, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
Chargers, nothing. Brett Maher is set.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go.
Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Watson, off play action. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Check back 21. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Out of the gun, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Check. Run.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Ndamukong Suh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He's letting it fly, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Chargers,
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And that's complete to Cooks. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield on 1st down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jared Cook, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Now for the point after. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
You go night-night. Night-night. Mine's 54.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
To throw, Mayfield. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I don't think you got it, son.
Here's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Open man is Anderson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. King. Switch. No. Off. Underground.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Mayfield to throw it. And this is Cook with the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. First down, Mayfield. And Anderson's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mayfield down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Chargers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And again, it's Mayfield. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going with Lindsey, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud.
Now Mayfield. Dancing to his left. A little check down to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 180. King. Let's go. We got this. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. You remember me? On
1st and 10, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
29 is a Mike. Mike. Hey, Alpha. You. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Push him. Hey, alert. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
One last shot from Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
When they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they boost their record up to a strong